Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Monday, March 28th slate of NBA games. I'm super excited to hop into it. We have a pretty full slate as of today. I think it's like 9 games, I believe. But either way, it's a pretty full slate. We have a lot of teams on back-to-backs, and I think that there's a couple great spots for some of these. So I'm really excited to hop into it. But first, I did just want to go ahead and say that at the time of recording this video, we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Also, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you for giving such a small channel such a big chance, as I always say. Truly does mean so much to me. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap as of yesterday. Unfortunately, no luck on the parlay. I will go over each of the legs here just really quick. We did have the Pistons plus 4.5. That one ended up working out for us. And then we did have the Miami and Kansas under in the first half. Excuse me. And that one also did end up working out for us. Then we had the Nets -7. They actually ended up losing outright in Kyrie's home debut, which was kind of shocking to me. But, whatever. Then we had the Mavs -2.5 versus the Jazz. That one ended up working for us. We had the Celtics -6. That one worked. We had the Pelicans -3. That one worked out for us. But then we also had the Warriors -7.5, and they ended up losing outright. And we had the 76ers plus 5.5. I think Phoenix won by like 10 or something. And St. Peter's plus 8.5. I should have known that they were going to come to an end, but man, I just wanted them to go one more round. I knew that UNC was going to win. That was not the issue, but I just thought that St. Peter's was going to cover. But, it is what it is. We were still pretty close. I guess kind of we were like 5-3, I think. So not too shabby. We were pretty decent, but it was like a lotto ticket, so the odds of winning it were not very good. But for our personal plays, our individual plays, we actually ended up hitting both of them. We had Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points versus Minnesota. That one ended up working. He dropped 30, despite the game not really being too terribly close. And then we had Devin Booker over 27.5 points. He dropped 30 as well. So another great day or a great way to finish off the week, excuse me. So we had a 2-0 day to finish off the week. We will be doing another parlay here soon. I'll probably be waiting just a couple days. But if you guys do want to enter into that giveaway, make sure you guys go back to my giveaway video and comment #giveaway. If it does somehow hit, then that's where it'll be going. So, but let's go ahead and dive into today's plays. Like I said, we have 3 plays as of right now that I do really like. I will more than likely be adding probably another one, maybe 2 more. I'm not really sure, but let's go ahead and dive into it. Our first play of the day, we're going to be taking Aaron Gordon over 15.5 points versus Charlotte at -120 odds. Now, Aaron Gordon, we've been hammering his under here recently, but this is a really good spot for him, and I think that this is a good over spot. He has gone over in 4 of his last 5 games. And he has only played versus Charlotte 1 time since he has joined the Denver Nuggets, and he did end up having 17. So he didn't crush it by any stretch of the imagination, but he did still hit the over, and a win's a win at the end of the day. In the Charlotte Hornets' last 7 games, they have allowed the 9th most points per game to opposing power forwards. In Charlotte, they allow the 4th most points per game to opposing teams in general. So I think that we see a lot of value here for a team that gives up a lot of points, and they give up a lot of those to that power forward position. Also, Charlotte is on the second leg of a back-to-back, so I do think that this team could be a little bit more tired, not really wanting to play a whole lot of defense. And it was against the Brooklyn Nets, so it was against a very solid team, and they're going up against another solid team here in Denver. So I think they are going to be running out of gas just a little bit. And also, Charlotte, they are the 4th fastest pace in the entire NBA, and they have the 24th worst, I guess, however you want to look at it, defensive efficiency in the entire NBA. So that is going to be our first play of the day. We're going to be taking Aaron Gordon over 15.5 points versus Charlotte at -120 odds. Now, our second play of the day. This is one that we don't normally do a whole lot, but I really like it. I think it's a good spot, so we're going to be taking it. We're going to be taking the Houston Rockets. We're taking their team total under 115.5 points versus the San Antonio Spurs at -120 odds. Now, the Houston Rockets in their last 5 games, they have gone under this 115.5 points in 4 of their last 5. So they haven't been great at scoring the basketball here recently. And this year versus San Antonio, these two teams have matched up 3 times this year, and they've gone under in 2 of them. So I do think we see a little bit of value there. And if you look at this bet from a historical standpoint, the Houston Rockets versus San Antonio Spurs, the Houston Rockets have gone under this line in 7 of their last 8 games. So they've gone under a lot more often than not. And so I just think that we see a little bit of value here. And the San Antonio Spurs in their last 3 games, they have actually allowed the fewest points per game to opposing teams in the entire NBA. And in those last 3 games, no team has gotten over the 115 point at all. So I think that we see a lot of value here. The Spurs have surprisingly been turning it around, been playing a lot better defense here. And the Houston Rockets, we all know, they're either red hot or they're ice cold. There's really not too much of an in-between. They're either scoring 130 or they're scoring, just like under 100. So I think that we see a little bit of value here. So we're going to be taking a look at this under. We're taking Houston Rockets under 115.5 versus San Antonio at minus 120. Now our third and final play of the day is going to be a spread pick. We're going to be taking the Atlanta Hawks minus 7 versus the Indiana Pacers at minus 110 odds. Now the Hawks haven't been great. I know. They have only covered in just 3 of their last 5 games. They have not been a great basketball team, and I don't think that's a shocker to anyone whenever I do say that. But if you take a look at this game, this bet historically versus Indiana, the Hawks have actually won their last 3 matchups versus Indiana. And if you look at it from a standings perspective, the Hawks are actually the 10th seed as of right now. So they're actually starting to have a chance to not even make the playoffs at all, or the play-in, like genuinely at all. They're the 10th seed, and I think they're 3 games above the Knicks or something like that. So they are in jeopardy of not even making the play-in tournament. So this is a must-win game here for the Hawks. And Indiana, they have only covered in 1 of their last 6 games. And Indiana as a home team this year, they are 17, 19, and 1 against the spread as a home team. So regardless, both of these teams are not necessarily the best teams, but somebody does have to cover in this situation, and I think it is the team that is going to be in danger of losing or of not even making the playoffs. So we're going to be taking the Hawks minus 7 versus Indiana at minus 110 odds. I just think they're a little bit better of a team. That's pretty much all I'm trying to get at. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Once again, thank you guys so much for showing so much support on the video yesterday. We had a pretty good turnout, so thank you guys so much for all of that, for all the comments, the likes, stuff like that. It truly does mean a lot. But yeah, so let's go ahead and have another good night tonight. This is King Center signing out. Peace.